This is James Page for Frontline Research at Eurosatory 2024. I'm really pleased to be with Abhilash Chandra, who is the founder and MD of SABRN. Also got a phenomenal background working in the healthcare sector in the military for many, many years, and we can touch on that in a moment. But we're also going to talk a little bit, Abe, about the revolutionary or the pioneering approach that you're bringing to the healthcare sector into the front line, building on all your years of experience. Tell me about what the SABRN approach to healthcare is.
Thanks, James. So my background, I'm a vascular and general surgeon. I'm also a military surgeon, a veteran of 24 years, where I've been a digger, a medic, medical officer, and senior medical officer. During this time, I've had the ability to address or to identify those significant capability gaps that are present in our current combat health support. And it's also given me an opportunity to look at how we can improve those. And that's basically how we started SABRN.
Sorry, but yeah, really interesting in what you're doing. And a large part of the concept is built on how we interact with other systems, and especially through these life pods. Perhaps you can tell us a bit more about how the life pods operate and how they work in different scenarios.
Okay. I suppose let's go back one step, right? We're building an expeditionary hospital, and this expeditionary hospital consists of 4 different classes of these life pods, containerized, modularized, basically medical and surgical capabilities that can be transported to the front line. And these pods, these life pods, have the ability to do a number of different things. The E-life pods for management of battle casualties, and they are integrated emergency, ICU, and operating theatre capabilities that can be as far forward as the casualty collection point. Our N-life pods address non-emergency problems, and these are for the non-battle injuries and disease. The S-life pods are the support pods that are essentially to integrate all of the infrastructure and logistics that enable any normal hospital to function. And then finally, we've got our PC pods that are enabling it's more for search and rescue and casualty extraction from within the combat zone. So we can get unmanned vehicles or manned vehicles like snowmobiles, etc., to go into the combat zone, extract the casualty back to combat to the casualty collection point, and at that point we can start initiating treatment for the patients.
Wow. Okay. So you mentioned putting them on a snowmobile there. So the life pods can operate in lots of different situations, lots of different scenarios, and they're linked to vehicles, right?
That's correct. Yeah, we're looking at these hospitals, these expeditionary hospitals, to be domain agnostic, meaning from an interoperability point of view, they can function on land, air, sea, and that littoral zone. We're also building them to be vehicle agnostic, so anything from trucks, trains, planes, C-130s, frigates, hovercrafts, amphibious vehicles. We're also trying to get them to be interoperable in jungle, desert, subarctic conditions, so they can be customized to what the mission needs are, and the modularity of these systems enable essentially a plug-in and plug-out. So if we need, let's say, X-ray capability or ECMO capability, we can put those things in relatively easily. We can take things out if it's not necessary as well.
Which is fantastic, and being able to get to all those locations is a massive important point for them. But it also works that if there's situations where you couldn't get that physical medical person, you're also looking at the field of telemedicine.
That's right. So we're looking at a system of systems approach. The first part is scaling infrastructure, and we'll be doing that with our life pods infrastructure. The second part is looking at scaling the healthcare. I suppose we'd call it the frontline healthcare worker, who would be trained using a variety of different techniques, including the conventional and the virtual reality and augmented reality means, to get accustomed to doing things that are beyond their scope of practice. And we're also looking at scaling the healthcare specialists so that we can put the surgeon virtually in the combat zone, or rather in the pod, so that the medic is getting constant clinical and medical legal support whilst they're doing treatment. And this is using I suppose, a graded approach to telementoring. We've got audio only, audio and visual, and then finally we've got audio visual with enhancement using augmented reality, so that we can have the surgeon directly supporting the medic to do a procedure, let's say applying pressure here, putting a suture here, or making an incision at this particular point, where the medic is able to see what they're wanting.
It is a genuinely amazing and really fascinating topic and an area that you're working in. The SABRTech are doing amazing things here. So and lots more to talk about. There's going to be lots more to come from SABRTech, I know. But for now, for explaining the fundamentals, thank you very much, Abe. It's great to talk to you.
Thank you so much, James. Really appreciate the time that you've given me.